Alright, how's it going everybody? Starwind back again with another 2018 speedrun submission. Today we'll be doing Silent Hill Homecoming 80% new game. So we will not be using the laser pistol, which allows us to kill enemies and bosses really quick. We also will have to take a little bit of a longer route to get a pistol, about 15 extra minutes compared to New Game Plus. But pretty much going to be doing a lot of the same clips from 80% New Game Plus. But the main difference is not getting a laser pistol and fighting bosses with regular weapons. Other than that, the runs are almost identical. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. Let's be young Alex. Alright, first things first, we got ourselves a cutscene. We'll just let that play out for you.
Where's my squad? Are they here? Did they make it? Hey, talk to me. Say something. Oh, God. Oh, God! Hey, what are they doing? What's going on there? Hey, where are you taking me? No! Hey! No! Where am I? Hey, what is this place? Hey, where are you taking me? No! Where am I, man? Hey, wait. Where are you going? Don't leave me here!
Alrighty. Timer's gonna start on the first little QTE. Ready? Let's get this show on the road. So here's our protagonist for the next 50 or so minutes, Alex Shepard. On the road home, discharged from the army, finding out his brother has gone missing. And he's on a noble mission to go find him. Right here, this code never changes, so just gotta put it in. Avoid having to track down the code doing a puzzle. Right here, I'm gonna roll into a cutscene trigger. Just gives me a little bit more forward momentum after the cutscene ends. And now we get the knife. If anybody's ever watched the Silent Hill movie, a lot of things from that movie inspired this game. For one, being the peeling away of textures to go to the nightmare world. And also the nurses. The nurses are modeled after the really sexy looking nurses from the movie. And we're not gonna fight her. It's kind of supposed to be the melee combat tutorial, but just skip right past that. Go ahead and grab this first aid. We usually don't grab it in New Game Plus, but since we actually are going to have to be fighting bosses, we will be taking damage for sure. We just want to make sure that we have enough health items to survive the run. 2 nurses in here. One thing we need to do is cut this wall open. And as we're going through the wall, if they try to hit me, you have iframe, so you won't take any damage. Another little cutscene right here. These are called the Swarm. These bugs will attach onto Alex and start slowly draining his health. The more bugs that are on him, the more damage he will actually start taking. You're supposed to mash a button to get him off. But if we were to like jump off a ledge or trigger a cutscene, the bugs will just explode, and that's pretty much what we're gonna do right here. That is if any bugs actually latch onto us. Sometimes you get lucky and you won't get any attached. This might be one or two though. Got one of them. You're slowly gonna see my health drain. Right when I hit the ground down here, he's just gonna explode. So, not a big deal. Bunch of nurses in here, but we can just ignore them. Why fight things when we're trying to go fast? And up here, this nice gentleman has a key for us, so we're going to take that. And open this door. This part right here, we're first introduced to dialogue choices. Certain dialogue choices are quicker than others, so right here I'm just kind of mashing Y until we can start moving again.
What are you doing here?
I want my toy.
How did you get here?
Someone brought me here. They told me Robbie was here. They lied.
Is there anything I can do?
And we're trying to be the good brother and find his toy.
I haven't seen any toys around here.
Guess you're not my friend.
Okay, I'll go see if I can find him.
I'm going to turn on the flashlight right here. This game can get really dark, so I'm definitely going to try to keep the flashlight on for you guys. Roll into this room to move a little bit closer to the wall. I would not stick my hand in this, but I got to because I love my little brother so much. And what's the letter? X. Something a little crazy about mashing in this game, if you mash too quick, sometimes the reticule will disappear, and you'll just die from whatever you're trying to, like, escape from. So, mashing too fast can be a bad thing in this game. Alright. Give Robbie to Josh. Bug explodes. He runs away because he's a jerk. And that's this nightmare area. We were actually in Alchemilla. The hospital from the first game. So, while this cutscene is playing, I'll go ahead and explain why this is kind of the oddball of the Silent Hill speedruns. This game uses a huge game-breaking glitch, which is just, clipping, just basic clipping. You'd see it in a lot of other speedruns. The way we do it is whenever we have a pistol, we can aim. But every time we aim and let go, Alex actually moves forward. So we're going to use the pistol, get close to a wall, strafe back and forth, and slowly get sucked into the wall. So we're actually going to cause really large sequence breaks. No other Silent Hill game has large sequence breaks like this, so you're able to beat the game relatively quick. There's Travis Grady from Silent Hill Origins.
That's right.
Happy to be with his truck. This song is Alex's theme. Go listen to that song, man. This song is awesome. This whole soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal. Pain will last forever, guys. So since this is any % new game, we won't be picking up the laser pistol, which technically we would be able to pick up fairly soon. So we're going to miss out grabbing that and immediately start clipping. We're going to actually just keep playing the game normally. We won't see a clip probably until like the 15-minute mark. So this is, you're still kind of traditionally just playing the game how it's supposed to be played. But but you are going to get to see all the stuff you skip if you do New Game Plus.
Hello?
Alright, we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna grab the flashlight.
Strange.
You can see the laser pistol right over there, but we sadly cannot pick it up. Grab the flashlight and go right back downstairs and trigger a cutscene with our mom. And right here, I'm actually moving while the screen is dark. Kind of lost my way, though. You can actually move into this door as the screen's still black. Alright. First enemy of the game. Well, I guess second enemy, technically. Those are lurkers. They like to lurk. Just like chat. That's what chat really looks like when you go into lurk mode. That's what you turn into. Alright, now we got the garage door opener. We're going to grab the pipe and a gas canister. We need to fill up the generator with gas, but we have to go find the gas first. Go ahead and use the remote. So a lurker's going to pop out right here. You can kill it, but you actually can pry open the little locker that has the gas can without having to kill him. You just got to hope for the best. And got it. Very nice. Okay, he's kind of being a jerk. There we go. And another lurker's going to pop out right there, but we're just going to walk right past him. Spooky playground. Listen to the voices. Alright. And we're gonna get gas out of this truck. Don't ask me how he's doing this. I have no clue. He just, like, scoops it with his hands. It's like the biggest mystery in Silent Hill. How Alex got the gas from the truck. He just kind of touched the gas canister on the truck and it filled with gas. This guy's gonna get a cheap shot, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. If you're crawling through that hole right there and he's not already swinging, you're probably gonna get hit. But it's all good. So if we would have had the laser pistol, this area that we're about to be in, about to go to, we would have been able to, like, access it way earlier, just by doing like one clip. Also, Alex had to drain the water because he couldn't see that there was a lock at the bottom of the door. This kid grew up in this house. How does he not know that lock is already there? Unless it was put on later, which I highly doubt. Kid is silly. Alright, so right here you can actually start moving after the load screen. And then skip the cutscene, so you kind of get a little bit of a head start. And now we're in the cemetery, mausoleum area. Nothing much here. We are going to be fighting a new enemy. They're called ferals. Pretty much just skinned dogs. Nothing creepy. Nothing too creepy. Hit him with the pipe. And poke him in the head. Franker Z's in the chat. Haha. That's what you would say because an animal died. You had to do that. You have to say Franker Z. Because it's the meme. This area is pretty cool. There's a lot of epitaphs everywhere. You can read about certain people of the town. And this little area is just like, it's just a little bit of a maze. Nothing too difficult. This gate up here is going to open by itself and show you the way. Alright, Farrell's gonna pop out right here. He can jump on you and start doing a lot of damage. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Ferals can actually kill you in like 2 hits. If they get 2 jumps, like 2 jumps on you, you're done. And I really don't want to use this medkit so soon, so I want to save that for like two of the boss fights we have to do. Once we do get the pistol, we are going to skip a huge portion of the game. We'll skip like 2 bosses and like 3 dungeon areas. And the cool thing about this game is when we do large sequence breaks, the game actually will give us all the items that we're supposed to have. Like, it's pretty amazing what this game lets you do, and it's really surprising that the game doesn't crash. The fact that the game does an inventory check after a load screen to make sure you have everything is really cool. And when it notices you don't have it and you're supposed to have it for that area, it just gives it to you. Like, it's amazing. And now we're going to meet our childhood best friend, Elle. Swiggity swooty. And we're just going to move on. Now we got the walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie works just like it does in any other Silent Hill games. It'll start to crackle when enemies are near. Honestly, a pretty useless item in the speedrun. Really good for casual playthroughs, of course. But now we got the bare bone essentials. We got a flashlight, a walkie-talkie, and a knife. Alright, we're actually going to go see our good friend Curtis. Curtis is the man that's going to give us a pistol. We're also going to have a riveting conversation with him. It's going to consist of me asking a question, he's just going to grunt a lot until it triggers a cutscene.
Hello? Can I ask you something?
I'm busy.
He's busy.
Hey, you're Curtis, right?
He doesn't know.
Hey, man. How's it going?
He said he was busy, Alex. Stop being a jerk. So yeah, they give you those dialogue choices for this part. I guess to throw you off, thinking like, oh, I gotta make the right choice. When, in all honesty, only like 2 of the dialogue choices in this game actually matter. Alright, got some pistol ammo. We got ourselves a pistol. We actually can start clipping now. Just gotta get to the first area where we do need to clip. It's not too far away from here. It's back in the cemetery area. Ferals do spawn here now, but they usually never have a chance to hit you. Alright, now we're going to be introduced to one more new enemy. These are called Smogs, also known as don't fight these with melee weapons. Because it's hard. Do a melee only run of this game, please. Those enemies make it near impossible. Alright, now we got Ferals here now too. Just keep holding forward and hope to God you don't get jumped on. And now we're getting to the first clip. We're going to clip into this area that we would actually be coming out of later in the game. But we're going to confuse the game thinking like, oh, we're at this part of the game now. So, like I said earlier, when we aim and let go of aim, we actually start going into the wall. Just like that. Clip's a little tricky. So we're going to go down into this underground area and go back up. When we go back up, the game's going to be like, oh, they're right here now. It'll start loading everything how it should be. So now I'm going to have the axe, the ceremonial dagger, and the shotgun. See, it even triggers the little cutscene, too. See if we got the weapon glitch. Nope. Okay. Now we got the ceremonial dagger. The ceremonial dagger is needed to open certain locks. And specifically, it's used to open one lock in the Shepherd house. So the whole first part of the game is trying to get this dagger. Of course, you don't know that, but... Because as silly as this is, when you put this dagger can be put into certain doors, and it turns into, like, the door's doorknob. It's really silly. Alright, no feral jumps, no smogs getting in our way. So far, this is not a bad run. Gonna have a smog spawn right here. He usually won't attack, though. He waits until you're a little farther out. There we go. What's crazy when you do New Game Plus and you're doing the backtracking part right here, that smog doesn't appear. Not sure why. Couple of smogs spawned, not smogs, a couple of feral smog spawned. Ugh. Good, we got no jumps by ferals. That's really, really good. Smog will be up here. It's best to go around them on the right. Their hitboxes are huge. If I would have tried to go, try to get past them on the left, I probably would have ran into, like, nothing. Like an invisible wall of nothing. Just like that, we're back here. Go back down in the basement. So the Shepherd house is actually going to be our next dungeon. And honestly, if you were doing New Game Plus, we're pretty much at the spot where you would be at New Game Plus. Just like way later. So we come down here to get the attic key. If this was New Game Plus, we wouldn't need the key, we would just clip through a door. But we do need the attic key. More importantly, we need the upgraded shotgun. We can go ahead and switch to the pistol. There are upgrades to, like, all the weapons. There's, like, the pipe can turn into, like, a hook or something. And the axe turns into something else, too, and I can't remember what it is. And we'll use the attic key right here. So in New Game Plus, we'd actually just clip through that door. And be at this part. This is, however, where we start getting into the fun stuff. The non-stop clipping action. The whole next dungeon is going to be a bunch of clips. But first, slide puzzles, because, you know, they're the best puzzle. And we are going to do a clip right here. Turn on the flashlight for you guys. So instead of going through that load door again, just going to keep strafing until we get a pull. Just like that. Alex is going to get pushed in like that. We're going to let go, and we'll just fall straight through the ceiling and be right by the stairs. So, dodge the load door, and immediately get into the Nightmare Shepherd house. So the Nightmare Shepherd house, the main objective is solving 4 puzzles to open up the main door. All of these puzzles are incredibly easy. None of the puzzles in this game are hard. It's more so just finding the item and then putting it on something. So we need to get downstairs, but instead of just going downstairs, we'll just clip. We're gonna clip into the room we need to go into. Ooh, that was weird. Getting a little bit of resistance. You kind of see the wall shaking. This clip's a little slow, but it'll work. It looks like we're going to fall into nothingness, but there is a room right below this one, and we're going to do a thing called pistol walking. When you aim and let go of aim, Alex will walk forward. Like I said, he moves forward when he aims. So you can actually use that to walk when you're out of bounds. Because sometimes you'll get stuck when you're out of bounds, and the only way to move is to do pistol walking. Like I said, easy puzzles, finding 2 masks and then putting them in the right spot. New enemy coming up right here, it's called a Schism. We're going to save our ammo and not fight it. We're actually going to try to lure it over here. That hurt. Alright, I'm in caution right now. Let's see if I despawned him. I did not. Okay. That's totally fine. He did 2 quick attacks, which usually doesn't happen. What I was trying to do right there is despawn him. But since that didn't happen, we will have to take him out, because he will get in the way. Pistol ammo really isn't that important. We need it for a couple of spots, and that's it. So it's not really a big deal that that happened. And me using the first aid kit's not a big deal either. Honestly, like, it's probably a good thing I did pick it up in the very beginning. Because sometimes I don't. And I'm glad I did this time. The good thing is we will be able to get another med kit later on, and there shouldn't be any problems or anything that's going to really cause significant damage to us in the near future, so... Alright, collect all these medals. The only thing we have to do is put them in on this jacket in a certain order. Technically, we're in the attic of the Hell House, so we could technically do the same clip we did earlier after we finished the slide puzzle, but I'm actually going to do a clip right here. We're going to go through these pipes, and this is going to put us exactly where we want to be, right on the stairs. Go downstairs, pull the lever to access the next area. This next puzzle is just knowing what time it is. Curtis actually tells you, and if you pay attention, all the clocks are stopped at 2:06. I kind of won't go into it, because if you want to play the game, go for it. Because it's kind of not really a spoiler, but it's definitely a big clue to what is really going on. Alright. Get the butcher's knife. You're kind of forced to pick up that drawing too. You don't have a choice. Go ahead and switch back to the pistol, because we are going to do a clip into the basement. We do this clip to get to the basement. 1, it's quicker. 2, it actually prevents an enemy from spawning as we go in. The enemy's still going to spawn, but he's only going to spawn on the way out, and we're not going to have to deal with him. Do a clip right here. Look how bright and orange that is. Isn't that cool? Don't spit me out, you jerk. And there we go. And fall through the floor. Right where we need to be. We're going to go ahead and switch back to the pistol, because once we're done with this area, we're going to move on to Silent Hill. And we'll have to do a clip there almost, not immediately, but it's the next thing we're going to have to do, for sure. Yeah, the whole first part of the game, you're in a town called Shepherd's Glen, named after Alex's family, founding family. They're, like, across Toluca Lake or something. And this town, like, gives sacrifices to the gods of Silent Hill to make sure the town is, like, not cursed. And that's all I'll really go into it, so I won't spoil any of the main plot points. Also, hey, my jacket's back on for no reason. Alright, now we're off to Silent Hill. We found out that our mom has been taken there. Oh yeah, some people took our mom and took her to Silent Hill. This game is also the first Silent Hill to introduce human-based enemies. I mean, not demons, nothing. They're actual members of the Order. And I remember when this game first came out, so that actually triggered a lot of people. It's like, get these normal enemies out of my Silent Hill games. Which I can understand, but does it really matter? Does it really matter? Alrighty. So we were on a boat crossing the lake. The guy driving the boat was Wheeler. He's the sheriff of the town. He's the man on the walkie-talkie. He got captured. Elle, our childhood friend, got captured. So now we're trying to find Wheeler. That was the first time we got contact with them. So it's kind of funny. Wheeler gets captured, and the Order just lets him keep his gun and his walkie-talkie? Like, are they dumb? They're pretty dumb.
Wheeler, are you there? Wheeler, come in.
So right here, we're trying to get into the penitentiary. The fence is electrified. We'd have to go and do a bunch of stuff to turn off the electricity. We're just going to clip through a wall. This wall is a little bit different, though. While we do have normal clips where you've been seeing where I just get sucked into the wall and I'll fall to the floor, those are normal. This one's a little bit different. We're actually going to start the clip and we're going to get stuck. And the way we get ourselves out is by using the shotgun. So we look down the floor, we get stuck, switch to the shotgun, and slowly start turning into the wall. What happens is the shotgun drastically changes Alex's hitbox, which allows us to get pushed out of the wall a little bit easier. If you don't have the shotgun at that spot right there, you can't get out. The good thing is the game will always give you the shotgun no matter what kind of clipping or part of the, whatever category you're doing. It doesn't matter. You're always going to have the shotgun. So those are clips with shotgun turns. There is going to be another type of clip coming up. Well, let's just say a little bit later, towards the end of the run. And they're called pillar climbs, and whenever we get there, I'll explain it. So, it may look like the clipping seems pretty easy to do, like I'm getting these like really quick first try. It takes a long time, man. I can tell you what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, but that's not enough. You really need to feel how these clips are done. Like, I've been running this game for about 2 years now, and I just kind of know when I know a clip is going to work and when I know it's not. Alright, so those are the Order soldiers. Take 2 of those guys out. And then we have 2 more. 2 headshots will take them out.
Good job. Now get me out of here.
Save Wheeler.
There's a switch over there. Hey, nice work back there.
And spooky enemy. Those are called Siams. Little, they kind of remind me of enemies from Silent Hill 2. I can't remember what they're called, though. I'm terrible. But after I beat that guy, you saw me roll into that corner. Sometimes that moves Alex forward a little bit. Because if you can get in front of Wheeler, you can save like 10 seconds. You don't have to wait for him to jump across right here. There's going to be a lever we're going to pull in here. Like this dialogue would never trigger.
Oh, now that's gross.
You do, however, get a second chance to get in front of him, which looks like we're going to get right here.
Let's try to find a way out of here.
We're going to open up the door for him right here. Let him get in. I'm going to roll out of the room and see if I can't do something funny.
Alex, it looks like I can control the gates for the entire prison through this panel. Yes,
See if I got it.
works.
Yeah. Alex is supposed to be positioned right in front of the door, but since I rolled out of the room, the game gets confused and like puts him in a random spot. Sometimes you can roll out of the room and stay out of the room, and Wheeler will be talking to nobody. 4 bullets. That should be enough pistol bullets for the rest of the run. Alright, instead of doing the rest of the penitentiary, we're going to do 2 clips, and that's it. And we're going to move on to the Nightmare Pen. I will go straight to those doors, but not the way you want me to, Wheeler. I'm gonna clip through this wall right here. It's actually 2 walls. A little bit of resistance, but we'll get it. As long as Alex can get on top of that table, you should be golden. We'll go ahead and reset the clip since we're getting too much resistance. And just like that. Only had to reset it once. Not too bad. So right here, we're going to clip through this fence. This fence can give me a lot of trouble. But there's a gap below us. If we accidentally fall into that gap, it will trigger a cutscene and we'll teleport to the very bottom, which we don't want to happen.
All right, Wheeler.
Which
I
you
made
didn't.
it in. I'm gonna look around.
There's the gap. So you're supposed to like do a wire puzzle and figure out a code to get into this tunnel. We're on top of the tunnel. The game thinks we're inside it, so we're good. Also, I always like to show this in runs. There's just a gun out here for no reason. You can't get it. It's impossible. You'll just fall through the floor if you try. So we need to try to get inside the tunnel. Good thing is we can just roll down right here and roll inside the cutscene trigger. Skip this part. Good thing it's censored. Right there, we had the choice of like saving our mom, or I should say shooting our mom or not shooting your mom. She's actually like in a torture rack device, so the right choice is to shoot her so she doesn't suffer. She forgives. She says sorry to Alex for being such a bad mom, and you get and Alex will get closure. But I decided to not shoot her because I feel bad, so she didn't have a good time. That puzzle I just did is actually one of the more interesting puzzles in the game. Definitely takes a little bit of thinking to do. Alright. Now we're actually getting to the very first boss, which technically is the 3rd boss in the game. That's Asphyxia.
God, where the hell are we? I don't know, Wheeler, but we have to keep moving.
Oh yeah, Wheeler's behind us. He caught up. Bunch of running, no enemies. We're about to come in contact with Needlers, aka Scissor Legs. These guys can deflect shots from the front, so we're trying to get behind them right here. Wheeler's kind of helping us out. Nice. Very good. Alright, now it's time for Asphyxia. There's 2 phases to this fight. One where she'll constantly do a 3-hit combo to stun lock you, and then another phase where she'll constantly try to grab you. So we're trying to get into the 2nd phase as quick as possible. Also, what does this enemy look like to you? And already got 2nd phase. That's awesome. Not bad. Okay. So we're just constantly just dodging the grabs, hitting her with the axe. Do as much damage as possible. So if you said human centipede, you'd be correct. But fun fact, oh god, I did not have the right weapon equipped. This game predates the human centipede, so this is actually an original design. So good on the developers of Homecoming for making such an original design. Pretty much just play Ring Around the Rosie. Right there, Alex actually removes the hands from Asphyxia's mouth. As her name suggests, she's asphyxiated. She doesn't breathe. So forcing her to breathe oxygen is the thing that actually killed her. Alright, this is the church. This is where the run gets really scary. We have, I think, 7 more clips to do in the game. There's 3 here. These clips are really difficult. Definitely the clips you would be practicing the most if you were picking up this game. But this is also the first instance we're going to start picking up ammo for the final boss fight. So right over here, there's rifle ammo. I'm going to pick that up. Dodge these smogs. Oh my god, it's a church. Oh my god, it's a church. I'm like, okay. Alrighty. First clip is right here. This whole area, you're supposed to collect a bunch of plates to open up the exit. And then you're supposed to see a cutscene with Alex's dad being killed by Pyramid Head. We don't have time for that. We're going to just clip through everything and not worry. This is a shotgun turn clip. That's the first one. This next clip is the next two clips are really notorious for messing up. This next clip specifically has a wall, a gate. Gates are... You can't start clips with gates. You can get stuck in gates, though, which is really annoying. And it has a pillar right here. So we're trying just to stay in the middle of this wall. And we're going to shotgun turn our way out. Usually the setup I have works. If it doesn't, I do have a backup. And it worked. Nice, nice, nice. Grab this rifle ammo. A schism is supposed to spawn right there, but since we did clips, we don't have to worry about it. And this clip right here is called Church 3. This one is just get good luck and hope it pushes you through. We're trying to get pushed in right there. So we start the clip from down here. We'll get on top of this desk, and wow. First try Church 3. This church was amazing. Absolutely amazing church. As you can see, we're walking on nothing. So we skipped the whole cutscene of forgiving Alex's dad or not, which is one of the main choices in the game that chooses the ending. The other one being the one if we decide to shoot her mom or not shoot her mom. That's another one. The last choice that decides the ending is healing Wheeler or not healing Wheeler. Put on that suit so we can get to that steam. Alright. Now we're into the final area of the game. This is the underground. The lair of the Order. I was gonna save Shepherd's Glen, but then I took a drill to the knee. And we're gonna give her a taste of her own medicine. It'll be brief, but we're gonna let her have some. Bitch. Yeah, she is. Go ahead and grab that first aid kit too. Since when we went down that elevator, we actually got captured. We don't have any of our weapons. We do have the ceremonial dagger back. So we need to go over here and get a pistol so we can actually start clipping again. I probably am gonna die. Thank you for telling me that. So we grab this pistol, grab this key, equip the pistol, grab these shotgun bullets. Now we need to kill... Ow. We need to kill these guys. Nice. When enemies die and they fall on the ground, their hitboxes get really big. So they actually can block your way for about 2 seconds. So we got good enemy positioning right there to where we didn't have to get stuck. One more Order soldier to kill. And then we're going to be doing the other clip that I was telling about you earlier. These are called pillar climbs. Instead of clipping it straight through the wall, when you do a pillar climb, you go up into the ceiling. So we're trying to shoot up into the ceiling right here, which we almost got right there. You'll know when I get it when the screen just kind of goes completely gray. Just like that. And then we'll just gun walk into the other room. This skips having to save Elle fighting Curtis. And then having Elle come with you everywhere. It's kind of like an escort mission. So we're able to get our items back. So we have everything back. Then we're going to do a clip to the wall right here. This will take us to an area that we're supposed to have with Elle. And since we don't have Elle with us, the game kind of freaks out and doesn't load certain areas. you can still access these areas. You just have to know where everything is. We're kind of getting bad luck here. There we go. Get stuck in this wall, but we'll do a really slow shotgun turn until it pushes us out. Oh, that's not good. It didn't give us to it. It didn't give it to us, so we're just gonna have to restart this clip. This clip can definitely be really finicky. The lame part is sometimes when you don't get the clip the first time, it gets a lot harder to the second time. You can see I'm getting a lot of resistance. If I'm lucky, it should give me a push all the way through. Sometimes it doesn't, though. You just gotta keep on trying, man. This should be good. So, like I said, I've been getting really good clips throughout this run, and it's been awesome, but this can happen. This is definitely something that happens way more often than it should during runs. Slow shotgun turn until we get pushed out. So we're trying to get into this room over here. You're supposed to access this room from this door, but nothing loads. So we have to do it a different way. But first, we need to grab the rifle. I am lost a little bit. Oh, there it was. Where'd you go? There it is. There's also shotgun bullets in here. I'm going to kind of use this door as a guide. Just right there. And then we just got to go back through this door. So, we got to access this room. Wheeler's in here dying. We need to give him a med kit. And we're just going to clip right here and trigger the cutscene. Nothing's going to load still. Like, nothing will load. Come on. This will work. It's just going to be slow, which is fine. Soon enough, the cutscene will trigger. It's going to push me out, but the fact that we trigger the cutscene is what matters. So just like that, we'll go ahead and give him a med kit. And just got to know where the door's at. And we're at the last clip of the game, but this is notoriously the hardest clip to get. I can tell you everything about how to get this clip. But this is definitely one of them where you have to practice. You know what, real quick, I'll actually show off why we do this clip. Because if we had to do this puzzle, look how slow this thing moves. We need that eye on the second ring at the very bottom to go all the way around. And it can only move one direction. So if you can get this clip first try, you can save about 1 minute and 30 seconds. But it is definitely one of the hardest ones to do. It's really hard to get a pull. Let's see what we get. That's not good. The screen really needs to stop shaking. Hey, but it did right there, so we're good. We got the clip pretty quick. Go ahead and reload our shotgun, and this is the final boss, Amnion. I got hit. So there's two phases to this boss. There's the first phase, where she's like a spider. And then the second phase, where she's like a spider, but even creepier. My goodness, she did not want to go to second phase? Alright, in this form, she's way more hostile. I'll go ahead and use a med kit. Should do the projectile vomiting attack in the air now. Sometimes you can stun lock her. But now that her hands are stuck in the ground, we can just sit here and shoot her. Alright, and that's time. Not too difficult of a boss. the rifle and the shotgun do so much damage to that boss. Also dies like a spider, like the legs curl in. It's really cool. Hey, there's Josh. We finally found him. I'm not going to tell you why we found him like this. You're just going to have to figure out yourself. You interpret the ending.
Never meant for this to happen. Here, buddy. Take this. God.
Not sure what ending we're gonna get. I think I might have picked the UFO ending, honestly. Yeah, we got the UFO ending. His hand just clipped through the sidewalk. I've never noticed that before. Whoa! It was the spooky aliens all along.
Shit. So that's where they've been taking everybody. I knew it!
Alrighty. That was Silent Hill Homecoming, any percent new game. I hope you all enjoyed the run. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.